Good afternoon and good morning to those of you out west. Welcome to today's democast from the Construction Specifier and Lapeyre Stair. My name is Farheen. I'm the Associate Editor for the Construction Specifier, and I'll be moderating today's presentation. Just to cover a few housekeeping items before we get started, if you have any questions during today's democast, please enter them using the Q&A section, which you can find at the bottom of your Zoom window. We will address as many questions as possible at the end of the presentation. Zoom does have a raise hand function, but since we'll be keeping everyone's mics muted, only use the Q&A instead. If you're experiencing any technical difficulties during the democast, you can enter a message in the chat, which you'll find right next to the Q&A, and we'll do our best to help. Today's democast is being recorded and will be available on the Construction Specifier's website by this time next week. Now, I'd like to introduce our speaker, Ashton Pratt. Ashton is the Commercial Operations Manager for Lapeyre Stair. With nearly 13 years at Lapeyre Stair, Ashton provides technical consulting to design professionals, contractors, and engineers on best practices to specify all types of metal stair systems for commercial and industrial buildings. Ashton is committed to helping designers and specifiers improve their understanding of metal stairs to help make the right decision for their specifications. In this democast, Ashton will discuss alternating tread stairs. Lapeyre Stair is the leading manufacturer of precision-built metal stair systems for industrial and commercial buildings. Lapeyre Stair invented the original Lapeyre alternating tread stair to provide maximum and minimum space. Since their introduction 40 years ago, more than 100,000 Lapeyre alternating tread stairs have been sold, contributing to public and workplace safety around the world. Ashton, we appreciate you joining us today. Please take it away.
All right. Thank you very much, Farheen, and thank you everybody for joining. Look forward to sharing information about Lapeyre Stair and hope that everyone can learn something new. Today, we will be talking about the Lapeyre alternating tread stairs and how they can improve safety and utility as an alternative to ladders. A little bit about Lapeyre Stair. We were established over 40 years ago on the patent of the alternating tread stair. And today we manufacture stairs and platforms for all types of building applications. And all of our stairs and platform systems are designed for safety and utility and ease of installation. So the alternating tread stair is designed for maximum safety and minimum space. And here we have an illustration of the design concept. So a standard stairway is designed at a shallow enough angle so that there's enough room on each step for a person's foot. Now, to save space, one solution is to make the stair steeper. Which does save space, but also causes the tread to become too narrow for a person's foot to fit. So you can see here in the middle picture, a very steep stair like a ship stair or ship's ladder has only a 4-inch tread depth. And so the foot ends up overhanging the tread, and the user needs to either walk sideways down the stair, sort of twisting their foot, or they need to back down using their arms and hands to maintain their balance. And so those are two factors that greatly reduce the safety of climbing and make it a lot more difficult for people to climb up and down the stair. On the alternating tread stair, half of each tread is removed. So the stair can become very steep, have a very steep angle, and still have a full tread surface for the foot. And that way the user can safely walk up and down with their center of gravity balanced over their feet instead of having to sort of sidestep or twist their feet or back down the device using their hands and arms to maintain their balance. Now, the alternating tread stair is used as an alternative to a ladder when there's not enough space to fit a standard stair. And so this chart here shows the space-saving utility of the alternating tread compared to a standard stair. And the alternating tread comes in two different angle options, either a 56-degree or a steeper 68-degree angle. And the 68-degree alternating tread saves over 50% of space compared to a standard stair. So for example, over a 12-foot vertical height, the 68-degree alternating tread stair saves almost 7 feet of floor space versus the standard stair. So I'll show a series of short clips here that help to demonstrate the safety and the ease of use of the alternating treads. And so the alternating tread, it's an alternative to a ladder. So we compare the safety and the ease of use to climbing a ladder. The alternating tread, it's designed for a face-forward descent, so that the user can see in the direction of travel, and they have their center of gravity over their feet while they're walking. And in that case, if they lose a hand grip, they don't fall off the device. They remain centered in place. And there's a close-fitting handrail, makes it really easy and natural to maintain 3 points of contact. Compared to climbing a ladder, it's quite difficult to maintain 3 points of contact. People really need to be trained in the proper technique. And studies have shown that most people do not climb ladders with the proper technique to maintain 3 points of contact. The alternating tread also offers ergonomic benefits. So the user climbs using their leg muscles instead of their arms and hands. And that just makes it much more easier for people and reduces stress on the back, arms, and hands. Whereas climbing a ladder is done primarily with the arms and the hands to maintain balance, and it puts a lot of stress on the back and the arms. So as a result of some of these safety benefits, there are much fewer severe injuries on alternating treads compared to fixed ladders. So climbing ladders while attempting to carry objects up and down is one of the top causes of people falling from ladders. And you can see why, how dangerous that is in this video. And OSHA disallows anyone from carrying objects up and down that would cause them to fall. So the alternating tread stair, the user can safely carry small items up and down while maintaining 3 points of contact by sliding their hand up and down the handrail, and that is the recommended way to use it. And then this is a short clip of someone climbing up and down a ship stair on the left trying to carry something. You can see it's really the same thing. The person's sort of hanging off the ladder, even though it's a ship type stair, and they're using their hands to maintain balance. It's a very unsafe situation. And then the user here tries to walk down face forward, which is another unsafe but frequently used technique. The alternating tread stairs are allowed under OSHA regulations to be used for any application where a standard stair is not feasible. And that includes for routine travel between levels, so such as for routine roof maintenance or operator access to equipment or work platforms. So OSHA states that for regular and routine travel between levels, standard stairs should be provided, but alternating tread stairs can be used when the employer can demonstrate it's not feasible to provide standard stairs. And the unfeasibility factor is typically because there are either space or weight constraints for the application. And note that fixed ladders are not allowed to be used for routine travel. Now, under the International Building Code, alternating tread stairs can be used as a means of egress for access to unoccupied roofs or from a guard tower or observation station, and to mezzanines up to 250 square feet. It can also be used for secondary means of egress in different applications or larger types of mezzanines. Alternating tread stairs are a great option for many different applications. One of the most popular is for roof access, including different areas on a roof. Roof hatch access is a very common one. Exterior access to the roof from the ground. Rooftop crossover bridges over mechanical pipes or roof parapets, and then accessing one rooftop level to another. They also have many interior applications, including mezzanine structures, work platforms, tanks, equipment, conveyor lines, and as part of crossover systems or crossover bridges over conveyor lines or any other obstacle. And just really anywhere there are tight spaces within a facility. We frequently see two opportunities for replacing fixed ladders in facilities. The first on the left is the cage ladder for rooftop access. And so OSHA no longer allows cages as a means of fall protection on ladders. So typically with these devices, they need to be used with a ladder safety harness. And that makes it more difficult to use and more burdensome for the person climbing. Now, alternating tread stairs have a built-in railing that acts as the fall protection, so they do not need to be used with a ladder safety harness. And again, it's much more easier, more comfortable for the person climbing. Another one is fixed ladders inside facilities. I mentioned previously that fixed ladders are not allowed to be used anymore for routine travel in work areas. And so alternating tread stairs are a great option to replace these kinds of devices within facilities, anywhere that there is tight spaces. And alternating tread stairs, they come in different options to meet the requirements of many different types of applications. So there's two standard choices for the angles. They come in either a 56-degree or a 68-degree angle, depending on the amount of floor space that's available. And then they are custom built to the exact height dimensions, anywhere between 3 feet and 20 feet. And then for taller applications above 20 feet, we will design an intermediate platform to really just to reach as high as required. And then they come in different materials, including powder-coated steel, galvanized steel, stainless steel, and aluminum. That wraps up the presentation, and thanks everyone for joining. And I'll now turn it over to Farheen for questions.
Thank you so much, Ashton, for this excellent presentation. We do have some time for questions. Just open the Q&A located at the bottom of your Zoom window and post your questions. We already do have a few coming in, so let's get started with these. Are alternating tread stairs permitted in New York City?
As far as I know, alternating tread stairs are permitted in New York City. It may depend on the particular application. I do not offhand know of any differences in the use of alternating tread stairs under the New York City Building Code as compared to the International Building Code. But as far as I know, they are permitted.
Thank you. In a residential RIC or commercial IBC interior use, what are the requirements for guardrails and handrail heights?
So yeah, the alternating tread stair, it has its own section for the design of the rails. And I believe, I need to look at that particular requirements there, but it's not the standard. I believe it's the 42 inches, similar to the commercial IBC code. So the railing extends 42 inches above the top riser.
Thank you.
Tread.
Thank you. Are alternating tread stairs allowed for access to residential crawl space?
They're not allowed, so that there's nowhere in the residential code that allows the alternating tread stair. So primarily the under the commercial code, they're allowed for unoccupied roof and the guard towers and the smaller mezzanine structures.
Thank you. Why would I choose an alternating tread stair over a standard stair or ladder?
Yeah, so an alternating tread stair saves space. So that's when you would use it versus a standard stair. So if you have space for a standard stair under the OSHA requirements, you should provide a standard stair. But it's a much safer and easier to use device than a ladder. And for all the reasons we went over here, it's people, you can climb it like you would a standard stair using your feet to walk up and down versus trying to climb with your arms. And there's a lot of safety data to back up that there's fewer injuries and people prefer it over climbing ladders.
Thank you. Can an alternating tread stair be used for egress?
So only in certain applications under the IBC, going back to what we covered there, it's under for unoccupied roofs and for guard towers and for smaller mezzanines under 250 square feet.
Thank you. Is there a CEU associated with this cast?
Currently, there is not a CEU course approved with the AIA credits, but that is something that will be coming.
Thank you. We have an audience member who said, for new construction, they have had trouble making the argument that regular stairs are infeasible with building officials because the floor plan can be designed with the stair requirements in mind. Is there any counter argument you could suggest making to allow the use of alternating tread stairs?
That's a good question. I don't have a lot of experience making the arguments to the code officials. From my understanding was that typically they leave it up to the building owner or the designer. But that's something sort of a new question for me. So we'll look into that and hopefully we get a better response than what I'm providing here.
Thank you. Can you speak on the price point of alternating tread stairs, or where our viewers can get access to the information regarding the price?
Yeah, so the pricing can be found on our website, lapeyrestair.com, shown here on the slide. And the pricing is it's comparable to what you see in competitive products. So, but yeah, check out the website, and all of that will be available.
Thank you. For which roof applications are alternating tread stairs appropriate?
So anywhere on a roof, with the rooftops, typically your constraints, there certainly be space constraints and weight constraints. So we make an aluminum alternating tread stair, which is much lighter device. And so really anywhere that you have space restrictions, but to get up, commonly on rooftops, especially industrial buildings, you have mechanical systems. So to get up and over those, or to get access to air handling equipment or HVAC systems, and to get up to different levels of a roof. So really all over the rooftop, alternating tread stairs are a good option.
Thank you, Ashton. What are the code compliance implications of using an alternating tread stair?
Yeah, I think, everything we've sort of talked about here, under the OSHA, it's a feasibility argument, space constraints being the primary factor. Weight, as I mentioned, could be a factor. And under the IBC, there's the limited applications for egress use.
Thank you so much. And is there anything you would like to add?
No, I think that that's everything I have today. And again, I just thank everybody for coming, and thank you, Farheen, for hosting.
Thank you. I actually just saw another question. Apologies. What
Oh, no
would the
problem.
lead time for a 10 feet alternating tread stair be?
The standard lead time for a single alternating tread stair is 10 working days.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ashton, and thank you to everyone who joined us today. Those were all the questions we had. If you do need to reach out with any additional questions, the presenter's contact information should be up on the screen. Just a reminder before everyone leaves, if you would like to rewatch today's presentation or share it with a colleague, we'll be emailing the link to the recording to everyone who registered for the democast within a week. So do keep an eye out on your inbox. Finally, after you shut down Zoom, you'll be taken to a survey to provide feedback on your experience today. Please take a moment to complete the survey, as it helps us continue to serve your needs better in the future. On behalf of the construction specifier and Lapeyre Stair, thank you again for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your day.